Huh? Oh no.
Mikleo!
Yeah, I don't feel Gramps' blessed domain.
Did something happen in Elysia?
You guys, let's hurry!
Yeah!
So much malevolence, it's stifling.
I've never seen the Aroundite forest in such a state.
We can't afford to hold back! Let's do this!
Looks like we win!
People!
More like corpses. Looks like they were soldiers from Highland.
So the humans came to invade Elysia.
Someone who could wield their powers even within Zenris's domain must have led humans and Hellions into this place.
Heldalf!
Maybe he was trying to get the humans to destroy the seal so he could get to Camlon.
I don't know about that. Remember, he's linked up with Mautelis. He could probably cut through that seal like butter.
Yeah. No doubt Heldalf is already camped out at Camlon, waiting for us. This is likely just his way of tormenting me.
Well then, if we waste any more time here, we're just falling into his trap.
Then let's press on to Elysia.
Pretty obvious what Kittybeard is after.
Yes, corrupting Saray with malevolence, I take it.
Saray's aware of it. You can tell he's trying his best to keep it together, despite the circumstances.
Ugh, screw you, Smeldolf! No one can keep their head on straight when their friends and family are in mortal danger. Who knows what evils he may be plotting in order to cause Saray further heartache.
I can hazard a few guesses. We gotta stop him, no matter what!
Let's go.
Darn it!
A powerful Hellion like this right at Alicia's gate!
Saray!
Yeah! Take this one out!
Go for it! Beast of water!
Saray, let's hurry!
It looks like a battlefield. They must have become Hellions, losing themselves and turning on each other.
How could this happen?
It's possible they simply had the same thought that Heldolf also had back in the day. Alicia and Camlon are strategically valuable, right?
But the war is practically over already!
Which goes to show you how much some morons don't want it to end.
But they're not the only ones responsible for this. There's massive amounts of malevolence pouring out from somewhere.
Probably a sign that the seal my mother forged has been broken.
Gramps, everyone, please be safe.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, all these bodies of Highland soldiers, but no sign of the people who live here.
You don't think everyone...
Please, both of you, don't assume the worst.
Yeah, they had to have gotten away safe and sound.
You're right.
Let's keep up the search.
Ow!
It's a barrier. It must be something Zenris set up to prevent humans from breaking in.
Gramps! It's me, Saray!
Saray? Saray, you're back.
Yes! Thank goodness, Saray!
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad you're all okay.
Where's Gramps?
He told us to wait here. He said that he was going to go drive out the humans.
He went out alone in all this malevolence?
I'm sorry. We should have been there with him.
But even if we had, we would only have gotten in his way.
We left him out there to die.
Hey! Hey, like Lila keeps saying, reflection good, regrets bad.
There's no way Gramps would fall so easily.
Saray.
I'll go find him. Kime, everybody, stay right here.
If everyone else was safe, Gramps must be too.
Where's the gate of the Dawn of Chaos that Gramps headed towards? It's her!
We can no longer tell how you will respond. And so, as you can see, we determined this to be the only remaining option available to us.
You did this?
Whatever plots you hatch, it doesn't matter. I already have my answer.
Do you hate me then? Do you wish to plunge that sword into my breast?
Where is Gramps, Simone?
He went to the gate of the Dawn of Chaos to drive away the Earth Dwellers flooding in, though it's far too late at this point to do anything. Looks like our dear Purple Petunia is worried.
Saray has most likely grown a lot stronger than she anticipated.
Yeah, she knows that no matter what she does, Saray will brush it right off. It's got her quivering in her dainty little shoes.
But a cornered dog is likely to bite. If it comes down to her last resort, do you think Saray can really just brush it off? It worries me.
Well, we just won't let it get to that. Simple enough, right?
Yes.
He shouldn't have to know how it feels. Not even if he thinks he's ready for it.
Edna.
Looks like our Edna's in serious mode.
Looks like our Zavid's pretty serious mode himself. For once.
That's a good thing, Zavid. Please make serious mode your default from now on.
Oh, I can't refuse the request of such a pretty lady. Just watch, I'll be serious. Lee in love. Hey, you married? Would you like to be?
Lila, you idiot. He would have stayed that way if you'd just left him alone.
I'm sorry.
If we can just obtain some mithril, we could have weapons and armor made from it.
A beautiful explorer poet named Maven? What is going on?
I don't know, but now I'm curious.
Curious times 100.
I've got an imitator.
And you are?
I am the Seraph Aksha. May I ask what has brought you to this distant realm, Shepherd?
My name is Saray.
We heard about a poet or something named Maven. Do you know anything about that?
Ah, if it is the poet Maven you seek. She rests here.
She passed away?
Yes, over 300 years ago. As her old friend, I care for her grave.
300 years? He didn't mention that part.
It happens sometimes with long-lived seraphim. Their sense of time gets out of sync with the real world. For the man who told us about her, 300 years ago probably felt like no more than 2 or 3.
Oh, yeah, I've gotten that. Set my pudding down once and only remembered it 100 years later.
Really?
Doubtful.
Was there something you had wanted from her?
We have an acquaintance named Maven who's an explorer. We thought maybe she was family, but...
Looks like the name was just a coincidence.
It is no coincidence. Your explorer friend is the storyteller of time, is he not?
How did you know that?
This Maven was also a storyteller. Those in the clan of storytellers have no names of their own. The name Maven is passed down through the generations.
So the poet Maven was his ancestor from centuries ago.
Doesn't Maven mean caregiver in the old tongue?
Those born into that name and that oath must accept their fate to be observers of the world.
But I wonder, why is that their fate?
Wasn't it like the first one did some damn fool thing and wound up forced to take the oath as punishment or something?
That I could not say. Only the storytellers themselves might know for sure. Where is the current Maven?
We were there when he...
I see. I watch the world with measured gaze as moments turn to history. The world a lute the people play, and history its melody. Venture on, let your actions turn the world, and I shall watch, until the final star winks out. If solitude must be my fate, then people are my heart. I know your sins and shrieks and joys, for people are my heart.
Is that by the poet Maven?
The words are filled with love for people.
Yes, it was her dream, but surely one shared by her entire clan. It is solitude itself that leads storytellers to cherish the world and its people. I'm sure the Maven you knew was happy to have you by his side in his final hour.
I hope so.
We need to work hard to live up to the hopes that Maven placed in us.
So Old Man Maven really was dealt a tricky hand in life.
Yeah. He was burdened with a special fate.
Even so, he never had a problem lending a helping hand to the Sparrow Feathers.
And he taught me what it is to be an explorer.
He traveled all over the world.
Gently guiding us to the right path.
Yep, that's the Maven I know. No matter his circumstances, no matter his fate...
Maven was just Maven, through and through.
Yep, like how Saray is just Saray.
And how Rose is just Rose.
Stop copying me!
You copied me first! Sergei, how did the negotiations with Highland go?
His Majesty and the King of Highland agreed to make peace with each other, but the process is proving quite difficult.
Even though the king agreed to it?
It's a mere formality. The conservatives are steadfastly refusing to give up their conditions. And the progressives use this opportunity to build political power. We have allies and enemies on both sides of the fence. Things are indeed in disarray.
Man, just hearing about it wears me out.
Yeah, sounds pretty tough.
Never! It's nothing compared to what Soray and his lady have endured.
Just FYI, I'm not actually his...
Milady, it is very fortunate to have someone by your side when the road ahead is rife with danger. It's common for men focused on their intentions to not realize how fortunate they are. Please, look after him.
All right, leave it to me.
Please, forgive me. I'm sure I didn't need to tell you. It's time for the next meeting. Please excuse me.
Sergei.
Don't worry. I won't budge. For all those who have paved the way for us.
The legendary wyvern. It appears to be a formidable Hellion.
Appears to be?
I'm not an expert on every Hellion in the land.
You're right. Sorry.
Whoa, sincerity. That's new.
We can't hold back if we want to win!
You're working so hard, Lila. But who's it for?
If you're asking if it's for you, then yes, partially. We managed to defeat it.
Yeah, finally.
Zavid, was this Hellion someone you knew?
This is where my old comrades and I first embarked on our journey, way back when. This was a slight acquaintance.
Amazing! You actually had friends, Zavid?
Ouch! Right in the dignities.
I wish I could meet them, Zavid, your old comrades.
Me too.
But you can't, can you?
Probably not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't sweat it. It's the destiny of a long-lived seraph to make many farewells.
Destiny, huh?
And hey, I'm here again in the same place, with a whole new set of comrades. Life sure is funny sometimes.
Is that the destiny of the Seraphim?
Yep. I hope you'll remember it, Mickey boy.
It'd be harder to forget it.
Well said.
Don't you think Zavid was acting a bit weird earlier?
It felt like he was hiding something from us.
But he did say we were his comrades.
Yeah, I think of him that way too.
So do I.
Then it's okay. We don't have to ask him. I trust that he'll tell us when the time is right.
That's fair.
Did that soothe your soul, gentle shepherd?
Sorry. Thanks for lending an ear.
No worries. I'll even give you a discount.
Huh? It costs money?
Saray, isn't that...
I, Zenris, shall record the truth regarding the birth of the human Saray and the seraph Mikleo here in writing.
That's Gramps' handwriting.
Both Saray and Mikleo are survivors of Camlon,
the origin village where the age of chaos unfolded. Mikleo's mother is Muse, the younger sister of the late shepherd, Michael. Saray's mother is Celine, a citizen of Camlon. I have been entrusted to the care of both of them by Muse, who managed to escape from Camlan. I closed off Elysia with my domain, and decided to raise both of them in an isolated place, separate from the outside world. As long as I live, I swear to protect these young babes as part of our family.
It's the same memory that Maven showed me.
Yeah. So that would make it right after Mautellus became a Hellion.
Lila, isn't that around the same time that you first met Zenris?
I see. So that would mean Gramps told her of the incident in Camlan and the start of the Age of Chaos.
And so she earned the power to purify through the oath and waited until the shepherd appeared.
I didn't know of their names back then.
Is there anything else mentioned in there, Saray?
I pray that these children, burdened with the tribulations of the era, shall still live in peace. But if
Saray?
But if these children should challenge their fate and desire to create a new world, then may they receive the blessings of both humans and seraphim alike, so that their will for a new future may be fulfilled.
So Gramps knew all along.
He did. What's that?
Well, doesn't he look scary?
It's probably the enshrined god of the Mount Mabinoggio ruins. I couldn't tell you its name, but...
This is Zenris.
What? You mean Gramps?
Long ago, people worshipped Zenris as the god of thunder, the deity encompassing both severity and grace.
Oh, so that whole time, what we grew up playing and exploring in was
Gramps' shrine.